Numbers never lie. Never, ever, ever. And they're also not emotional. This is one of my favorite subjects of all time. I truly, truly mean this because when I first met my mentors, both of them, Roger Penske in my racing world, and then also Bill Gold, that was, in my marketing world, they were bold and honest with me. And they just told me about all the people that won't be ready to do anything. And one of the things that I see that makes people fail is their, opinions about other people. And the people that have opinions about them are always thinking about what other people are thinking about us. And that crazy, right? And so I know that my mentor did this to me on purpose. But when I first got involved and I got excited about the possibilities, if you know my story, I met a guy. It's in my book, How Is That Working? And, a guy named Sean Hennigan that I didn't know very well. I'm going to be internally grateful to this guy because he reached out to me and he told me that he met this guy and the guy showed him a check for $62,000 that was still attached to the stub in a company envelope. And so Sean said, this guy's looking for people that he can show them a proven and simple system and training that works. And he's looking for people that want to make six figures plus a year. And they would do that their very first year. See, this is called sorting. I don't know how many people Sean talked to before me, and I don't know how many people that he talked to me after he talked to me. I do know I was the right person at the right time. And so when I went down and met Bill, seen the presentation, watched them go through the plan, then Bill asked me, listen, I'll show you how to make money without investing money. And the rest is history. So what did he do to me after he got me to imagine, Robert, what would you do with 62 grand? Honestly, each and every one of you that are watching this live or recorded, imagine if I sent you $62,000. So I wire it to your bank account or whatever you want it. I know it goes through that pending process. And then once it wasn't pending and you try to buy something small with it to see if it was really yours, I'm telling you, you would start to go into imagination. I would like to do this. I would like to do this. And I like to take care of this. And I like to get rid of this worry. And that's imagination that my mentor got me into. He goes, Robert, what would you do with this money? I was going, oh my God. First thing, I got to turn my electricity on. Second thing, I got to make up on my back due rent payments. Thirdly, I got to pay off. I'm 3 months behind on a used car loan to a pawn guy. Oh my God. I got a lot of credit card debt. And so I really imagined what I was going to do with this money. So I was excited, man. And then he said this to me. He said, Robert, listen, you get 70 people to watch this VHS tape. 70 people. And I promise you, Robert, I promise you, your life will never be the same. Well, I was in a perfect position because I was in such desperation. I just believed him. And I even said this for some of you skeptical people. I said, listen, if this doesn't work, I'm going to come find you. And he goes, listen, let's do let's do a photocopy of my driver's license. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And because he focused me on that 72 people watching the video, I never ever counted and still don't count the number of people that I connect with, try to, give them a good day. Hey, how you doing, Eric? I hope this message finds you and yours blessed, and I hope you're having a best year ever. Here's a way that I love connecting with people, and here's a gift. Here's a gift, and I send them the links to the greatest miracle in the world, and so I understand the laws of reciprocity. And so all of a sudden, I just don't care who doesn't reply. I don't care who's got a different opinion, or they want to talk to me about something else, or borrow me money, or want to marry me, or whatever. I just know there's 2.9 billion people on Facebook. And if I know the numbers, and I do, that means that 10% of the people that are on Facebook are, like the records say. LinkedIn, Forbes magazine, 78% of people are not happy with their job. They're not happy with the benefits. They're not happy with the amount of money that they're earning. So if I just have to go after, what is that, 290 million people on Facebook, and find the ones that are the right people at the right time. So then let me give you the numbers, right? So I did hit 72. He asked me to hit 70. Out of this 72 people, 11 of them uh, got involved in the company and went, this is awesome. This is what I've been looking for. This is an answer to prayers. And when they got in, only 6 of the 11 duplicated what I did. That really believed that if other people could do this, they could do it. Well, the fact of the story is 45 days with Bill, I made $10,210. Now, this is back in the late 80s, 86, 87. I'm telling you what, I was freaking on fire, man. And some of you might say, well, money doesn't buy happiness. Well, it doesn't buy poverty. And when you find someone like me that's in really, really bad shape financially because I was on workman's comp and couldn't work, making $900 when I'm used to living on 3,000. See, I think a lot of people look at this and they don't think about it the way I think about it. The way I think about it is, who else is helping the people in the world? I mean, honestly, no one else is helping people. Everyone's trying to take advantage of people. You know what I mean? So, they're out there, using people and loving things, using people and loving things, when you should be loving people and using things, right? So it was able to get me. So when I reach out to people, I know I've helped hundreds of thousands of people's lives with just giving them this gift. And so it's all about the numbers. So when I made 10,000, then of course the 6 or 11 people that are with me are going, "Oh my God, are you kidding me? How did you do that?" And I went and get 70 people. Well, I said 72 now. I said, get 72 people to watch this video. And we were never given a script. We were never ever told what to say. It's just get excited and go out and try to get people to watch this video. Can you imagine in this day and age that, there's no cell phone, no internet? And so you got to actually set an appointment to go over to somebody's home? I had like this thick Thomas guy get my, Celica with 4 different colors, and go knock on the door and show the people the video. Now, today we have incredible technology. And right away, we came out with a new marketing system yesterday and a new video. And right away, people are like overthinking, 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 instead of, I got to get 72 people to watch this video. What I would say the thing is for today is, I got to get 72 people to at least be prospects, and as a prospect, you can see their information in your back office, which we have for free. And then what you do is you just rarely simply just go out there, help them create a free account, get them, through the system. And that is the key. So yesterday I did a video that systems duplicate. People don't. People don't. It's I can say this about myself and certain things, but you get the toys at Christmas and you don't need instructions, and then you get done with it and people are like, "Where do these 4 bolts come from?" Oh my God. Thank you, Bill, again for being a super chatter. I love you. The money will go to Jesus Way, the orphanage. I just love them. Um, and so when you understand numbers, then it always works. In the last couple of years, I've been really, really focused on building a YouTube channel. And I just watched a video today, and people, always, they always I don't know. We do it to ourselves. We self-sabotage, right? And he goes, "How many of you are tired of putting up YouTube videos or putting stuff on on, maybe TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, and you're just going, oh my God, I know my son right now, Matthew, is doing um, a stream. You know what I mean? Similar to a podcast, and you just go, oh my God, this is so frustrating. And it's frustrating until it's not. And so I want you to think of the things in your life that, the whole thing they were saying is they just kept doing content, just kept putting on videos, just kept coming up with subject, just kept, coming up with more and more creative ideas. And then overnight, there's this thing that's called the tipping point. If you haven't heard of it, this is what I say it is. Imagine a teeter totter. Remember a teeter totter? I know we're talking sometimes to a younger generation, but a teeter totter is a thing that sits on this bar, and it's just a great big giant, piece of wood. And one sits on one side and one sits on the other, and it does this. So I tell people all the time, imagine if it was a giant teeter totter, which means you could walk underneath the top of the middle of the teeter totter. So now remember, just me, I love telling these stories. Is that we're going to coat it with Vaseline or Crisco lard, and we're going to cover it. So now when you're trying to climb up, it feels like impossible. It's like what? That's why there's only 10% of the people in America that make over 100 grand. It's not that the world pays these people more money. No, it's these people are more valuable. See, people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. It's like, nah, the people that make 100,000, the people that make 250,000, they got privilege, they came from wealthy family. I got taken away from my parents. See, so people want to make up excuses for not doing the stuff long enough to get great at it. They're not willing to go through the numbers. I am the kind of person that will go through the numbers. So I'll keep climbing the teeter totter, moving the grease, getting away, all the Vaseline. And as I keep doing it, it's going to wear out, and I'm going to get closer and closer to the top. And when I get to the middle point, now guess what happens? As soon as that teeter totter starts moving and it gets like this, woo! It's like bam. And this is why people look at people and go, wow, they're an instant success. Oh my God, it took nothing for them. And now they're successful. You have no flipping clue the stuff they did to try to climb that teeter totter on the other end. And one of my favorite stories of this is John Force. He's an 18-time world champion and the National Hot Rod Association with funny cars. He just won again. And I think that he's in his 80s. I don't know. But anyway, the whole point is he finally won the driver of the year. There's never been a drag racer that just goes straight in a quarter mile at 340 miles an hour in like 3.2 seconds. Um, faster than a jet takes off an aircraft carrier. Can you guys believe that? And so he was on the I am not Johnny Carson, Jay Leno show. And he goes, wow. He says, you're an instant success. And he says, yeah, I've been racing for 15 years. I got my first world championship 10 years ago. And now I've gotten 10 world championships in a row. He goes, yes, I am an instant success. It's like, why do we even say that? Right? So my deal is if you want to get good at anything, I mean anything, you got to make a decision, a commitment to do it. And then what you just got to do is you just got to do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And what happens with people is they immediately go, I'll try. Don't bother. Don't bother. I can guarantee you that I can look through your history if you'll share it, and I can find a lot of things you quit at. A lot of things that you try. And why do I know that? Because I'm just like you. See, I tried to learn how to play guitar. I don't remember how many lessons I did, maybe 4 or 5. This is not for me. I found a trumpet in an old garage. Try to do trumpet. See? Listen to my words. Try to do trumpet, right? Quit. Uh, I got into building bicycles, motorcycles, snowmobiles. Didn't quit. Didn't quit. Just learn more, practice, learn more, practice, learn more, practice, learn more, practice. Uh, Became good, became a master automotive technician, moved to California, worked for Roger Penske. Yeah, kept getting gooder and gooder and gooder and gooder and gooder. All day, every day, working on cars, working on race cars, building race cars, figuring out how to rebuild everything on a race car. From chassis to motors to transmission, differentials, practice, 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 practice. So when I thought I was going to do that for my rest of my life and then I got hurt, I had work ethic, man. I had imagination. I man, if somebody else can do it, I don't need to be as good as them. But if there's someone making millions of dollars at something, I know that I can get 10% of what they know. And if I practice and do 10% of the things they do that matter most. See, a lot of people are jacks of all trade and a master at none. I talk to people all the time. I got 52 income streams. Hey, can we get on Zoom? You can log into your online banking or your app and you can show me. No, 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 no. See, I would be impressed with people that had multi-income streams if and only if they could prove to me that they figured it out. Now, see, everybody just talks about it because that's the way to talk to somebody to try to get them unfocused on what they're doing and join your deal. You got all these people, hey, you join mine, I'll join yours. Uh, no, no, I treat business exactly the way I treat my relationship with my wife, Terry. 40 years, consistent, practicing every day. I'm not interested in having a couple of chicks on the side. I'm just not that kind of person. So if you want to build a great big giant loyal satisfied subscription ship, is that a word? If it isn't, it is now. Okay, subscription ship. And you get a lot of people that want to supplement or replace their income and they understand the momentum and the community and the movement that we have. Us continually to give money to Walmart, Target, Costco and Amazon for products that we could build and actually build a supplemental income or $100,000 a year, no brainer for me. Right? So when I'm involved in a company, now all I got to do is I got to reach out, connect with people. I will find people that want to connect. It never ever ever fails. I then find people that want to connect that do want to check out the system and figure out, oh wow, I've never seen this system. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying this because I know where we are. Do you know how unfair advantage that we have right now? We have an unfair advantage. And it's like nobody knows about it. And then slowly people hear about it. For me, Matthew, my son, introduced me to Tesla. I knew about them, but when I got one, I got it. Oh my God, I got it. It's nice to have a car that will go from 0 to 152 miles an hour in 9 seconds. It would beat every car that I ever built. And I have a lot of friends that are still building cars. And my wife drives it every day. And then you got this whole group of people out there. Teslas suck. They start on fire. They burn a house down. Here's one that ran out of power on the side of the road. Oh my God. Can't fix stupid. So there's a lot of people out there that don't think that you can monetize their life. They think the people that make money on YouTube is lucky. They think people that are making money on TikTok are lucky. They think people that make money on YouTube are lucky. No, there are people that had an imagination of having a better life than they have right now. Do you still imagine? Do you still imagine a better life than you have right now in every area? Because we live in a day and time where it's available, but you gotta put effort into it. You gotta put effort in it all the time. So my mentor left me with this last one. He said, "Robert, do you know I got a lot of people in my group that doesn't make any money?" And they go, "Why?" He goes, "They won't do the numbers. I told you to get 70 people to watch the video in 30 days." He said, "Some people never do that. Some people just won't do it. And then they wonder why it doesn't work." Don't you find that really, really, really bizarre? That someone knows a documented way of doing something, you refuse to do it or reinvent the wheel, and then you don't get good at it, and then it's somebody else's fault. Sounds pretty stupid, doesn't it? But that's where what? 90% of the people are? It's bizarre. You know, Mr. Beast that makes, millions of dollars a month on his YouTube channel. People reach out to him all the time, and say, "Please, please, please tell me how to be a YouTuber." He goes, "See how fast you can create 100 videos." See, most people go, "You didn't tell me what to do." Oh, yeah, I did. Because doing the 100 videos gets you gooder, gets you better. I see Sarah on here. Hi, Sarah, with Micro Glimpse TV. When she first met us, she immediately just started putting up videos. And now I'm so proud of her of what she's doing with her YouTube channel, monetizing it, earning income, and she will continue to earn income. I'm just so proud of her. And so, Santa Corky, you know what I mean? He's got 2 million followers, or likes, I guess they call him on TikTok. We have just a little over 900,000 views. It says in our back office we have a million views, but we have 900,000 views that, if you clicked on our YouTube and seen it, we put up 2,000 videos. It's like, I believe in numbers. I know they work. Most people don't. So they don't imagine that their life could be something they only can imagine. So they just won't do the numbers. They just won't do the numbers. So when I did the numbers, got 10 grand, hit a rank, which is equal to what is called 25K, did 27,000 in wholesale value. That made me that 10 grand. And so the next thing he said, "Robert, you want to go to the next level?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Get the video seen by 2,000 people. Get the video to be seen by 2,000 people." See, most people want to understand. They want to figure it out. They want to know how this works. Uh, would you please not get offended when I tell you this statement? Um, the reason you don't know how to figure it out is because you don't know how to make 1 million a year. So when you watch a sport and you see somebody in an Indy car going 244 miles an hour, and he does it for 500 miles. See, if you were like me, you would say, "I have no clue how he does that. No clue. No clue how he does that." Then if you walked up to him and interviewed him and said, "Hey, how do you do that?" "Oh, when I was really young, I got in a go-kart." "How often did you race?" "All the time, every day, every weekend." "Then I went from that to a bigger car." "What did you do?" "I drove every day. I drove every day. Then I got good enough and I moved to the 6 Series, drive every day." Don't you guys find it weird that people wanna be happy and successful? They're just not willing to do what winners do. They're not willing to do what fulfilled people do. They're not willing to do what people that have love and peace in their life, they're just not willing to do it. So that's why you have to go through the numbers, because you'll find the people that will. And when you do, it's magic. I don't know if Kai's on here. Yes, I do. I see Kai on here. I'm so happy because, he entered into a contest. Most people go, I wouldn't do a contest because no, I never win. Kai entered the contest. He was brave, had courage, said, man, what if I win this damn thing? So he gets in this contest, and then he tells everyone that's in our inner circle and our imaginator, everyone that follows us around, and we all started voting for him. The next thing we know, he's number 2. Then he goes from the top 50 to the top 25 to the top 10 to the top 5. So now he's in the top 5. And I know one thing that I see Kai doing every single day is simply reaching out to people and doing videos and say, hey, would you do me a huge personal favor? It's free to vote. Would you vote for me, please? Would you vote for me every day? And oh, by the way, if you decide to vote more, you can donate money to a charity for children's cancer. And so he does it all day, every day. So he's now in first place. I'm so, so proud of him. He's number 1 in the top 5. Wow. So I hope you got something out of this, because if you're just willing to do the numbers are not emotional. I always can tell when people are unhappy, they're not doing numbers, right? I'm right now doing my best, and I'm very proud of myself of how much I've lost 27 pounds and in like the last couple of weeks, and I'm consistent. I do the same things every day. I'm walking more every day. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, when in the past I didn't do that. So every one of you know what the formula is, right? Numbers. Try, no, do. Like Yoda says, all right? Burn more calories than you intake. Oh, by the way, drink plenty of water. It's like, oh my God, this is so simple. But that's why people fail. They don't think that, wow, what if I did? What if I grabbed a link, created a free account, did what they told me, created a free link, and seen how fast I could get 70 people to watch this video? See, because when people do it, they get ranks. Every month, our company does an update, and every month you see people every month hit ranks, and hitting ranks makes you a lot of money. So we've seen a couple of people that just hit 50K. They did it in a month, and they made over 10 grand, $9,100 in upfront money. I'll take that. When Terry and I got in over 6 years ago, we had 25K in 2 months, 50K in our first full month in the company. And so we made that kind of money. We see Melody Ryba on here. She hit 25K. It works. You just got to do it over and over and over again. And if you get frustrated and you feel like you want to quit and you have unrealistic expectations, try to get in a positive attitude and just imagine, if we did it, you can do it. So I love and appreciate you. Tomorrow, we're on Saturdays. We do Ask Me Anythings. We do that at 3 o'clock Eastern, noon Pacific. You can come on there and ask me anything. If you can't make it, that's fine, because I've been doing them for years, and they're all recorded and on my YouTube channel. So we'll teach you step by step, word for word, how to do this. You just got to be willing to do the numbers. All right. So I believe in you. I love and appreciate you. And if no one's ever given you permission to be happy and fulfilled, I want to do that for you, because my mentors did that for me. Please make sure to subscribe and and click on that bell to get notifications. We do videos sometimes, even a couple a day. So we do a number of videos a day. AMA, we've talked about yesterday. And then also Ask Me Anything on Sundays at the same time. We do a course called Imaginators. So we teach people how to go into imagination mode, because when you have imagination, you make things happen in your life. So again, appreciate you. Talk to you soon, and always remember that you can do this. Bye for now.